Good morning. Good morning. I can see everybody starting to file in. Do you like the glam look today? I am coming to you from IAG in Sydney. I've just finished doing some recording for Dell Computers and down filming with Koshies again tomorrow. So wonderful to see so many of you joining us live today. I am trying to find my co-host. I can't see that he's dialed in, but he should be in shortly. There he is. Digital guide support, promote to panelist. So apologies for being a little bit late. We've just wrapped up with filming. So if you're all very good, then I might give you a quick behind the scenes tour of the studio before we wrap up. All right, we only have 30 minutes. Just pop a little note into the chat for me. Let me know that I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Wendy. Looking fab. Hello, Jeff. How you doing? All right, let's kick off with our top 10 for the month. Let me get this all sorted. Look, I didn't even get a chance to update this to say that we're on August. So there you go. That's how disorganized I am this month. So let me just get rid of that. Hit the format, move this across. All right, awesome. Let's go. Hello there, young lady. Hello, Mark. All right, Pete, do you just want to give me the thumbs up and let me know that you are good to pop these notes into the chat box as we go along? All right, so 30 minutes, although slightly shorter because I have dialed in late and kept you all waiting. So as usual, I'm not recording these anymore. So if you are unable to make it live, then but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Peter will be popping the links to each of the tools that I mentioned this month into the chat box as we go. So if there's anything that intrigues you particularly, then I'd love to hear about that at the end, but you'll be able to click on the link as we go and have it open in the tab ready for you to rock and roll. Quick acknowledgement of country. I do want to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. This is my hometown, homeland. This is Bundjalung country in northern New South Wales. And if you'd like to pop a little note and let me know where you're zooming in from in terms of your Aboriginal country, then I would love to learn and hear different nations of where we are. So always new people coming in, which is lovely. We've got a bunch of new people on today. So for those of you who this is your first experience with me, my name is Tracy Sheen. I'm the author of The End of Technophobia, which was Australia's Business Book of the Year and Best Technology Book in 2021. Currently working on my second book, which is called AI and You, Business Reimagined. As I said, I'm coming to you from the offices of IAG in Sydney today, where I'm doing some filming with Dell Computers and IAG and Mums & Co. And tomorrow heading off to hang out with the team from Koshi's Business Builders again. All right, that's it. That's the big preamble. Let's get cracking. Our first tool for the month that I want to introduce you to is Fliki. Now, Fliki is a text to video tool. So this one is designed for those of us that are creating content or looking to create content and turn it into video. So you can take blogs, URLs, and it will turn it into the videos for you. It'll add the images, video clips, music, subtitles, etc. You can include your brand colors, fonts. You can also use it for text to speech, which I find a really interesting addition as well. And one of the nice things about Fliki that I like compared to some of the other tools out there that are doing something similar is you can clone your own voice. So you can actually train it on your voice. So when it creates the video for you based on the text, it will utilize your voice to create that content. So anything from blogs, URL to video, etc. Over 1,900 voices, as it says there, 75 different languages that you can choose from, or you can clone your own voice. So that's Fliki. Next one is Bizway. Now, Bizway is they kind of pitch it for people who are starting out in business, but I can see that Bizway could be used as well for just going back through and doing your there's a word I can't get out today, competitor analysis, or any kind of revamping of your marketing. So it's an AI business planner. And what it does is you kind of give it the concept of what you're looking at, and then it will go away and do a full competitor analysis for you. It can project a 12-month financial forecast. It will then generate tasks and assist with the execution of those tasks based on what you're trying to get it to do. And it'll put everything into a business plan for you. So if you're looking at launching a new product, or you've got a new service, or even a new business from scratch, then Bizway might be one that you want to have a look at. We'll do all of that research and certainly take a lot of that grunt work of that initial research out of it for you and do that on your behalf. So that's Bizway. Next one is TLDV. Now this one is, we've talked before about Fireflies, and there's a couple of other programs like that that will record your Zoom calls, your Google Meet calls for you, and transcribe them and things. This is another one similar to this. Now this TLDV will create transcripts with speaker tags, transcribes into 20 plus languages. So if you do have multi-cities, multi-countries joining your calls, then it is able to pick up the different languages and transcribe them for you. Timestamps and highlights the important sections of those meetings for you. We'll create links to allow you to automatically share the recording. So whether that's on email, or you want to create a link to a Google Drive or something like that. And it will create automated action items and key takeaways. So fully transcribe your meeting, summarize it for you, and then break it down ready for you to share with other people. So that's a great one to have a look at as well. All right, just moving the chat across to make sure that we're on track. Okay, the next one is KLAP, and KLAP is another one in the turning video into viral shorts for you. So if you have some longer form video out there, and you can try this one out by uploading a 30-minute video to see what it looks like for you as a free trial before you need to look at a paid version. So this one is really designed for kind of YouTube videos. So for example, today's top 10 AI tips, 30 minutes, I can upload this and it will find the key moments and create short form videos for them. So it will auto frame into focus. So if you are creating a short for YouTube, for example, it will auto frame that and create it ready for YouTube, or if it's for TikTok or for any of the other platforms, ready to go. So really, really handy tool for those who are content creators and looking to repurpose longer form content. So that one is KLAP. Okay, next one is neural newsletters. Now, there's a few of these out here, but this is the first one that I've really spoken about, because I think this is a bit of a leap for us in terms of using AI to do more than just kind of create those initial social media posts or content posts. So neural newsletters is the first one that I've really seen that does a good job at creating newsletters using AI. So what it will do is will pull created or curated content, should I say, from approved sites to pull together into a newsletter for you. So you go through and kind of give it the bunch of websites that you want it to trawl, and it will create and curate that content based on those sites for you. Formats everything based on what we know from a neuroscience point of view, where people's eyes will track and what creates engaging content from a newsletter point of view. So we'll format everything into your style, so you can do a bunch of different things in terms of adding your own branding and things like that to it as well. So really where I see the value on this is that reduction in time spent to research content. So if you are someone that puts a newsletter together and you're constantly, which I am, scratching around looking for, would that be interesting? How would I include that? What does that look like, etc.? The neural newsletters could be the way for you to go to look at just doing that initial research piece. Bunch of customizable templates in terms of typography, structure, includes emojis, bunch of other stuff, and they are expanding this one out. So neural newsletters is definitely one I think worth just having a bit of a look at least. Okay, the next one is Journey, and Journey is a storytelling platform. Now, this one kind of intrigued me in the way that it puts things together. So it just works on a bunch of different blocks. And at the moment, those blocks could be PDFs, they could be text, they could be videos, they could be chatbots. They're adding a bunch of other things in their roadmaps, which includes things like voice snippets, polls, things like that. And then you maneuver them about as needed. So it'll integrate with platforms like Google Drive, with Slack, with Zapier. And it allows you to create your first draft of, say, a slide deck or just any kind of storytelling. So if you're thinking about maybe seed funding or going for funding or needing to put together a slide deck for a presentation, etc., then Journey is something that can create that first draft for you, pull it all together using AI and using branded themes. So it will insert supplementary material to support what it is that you're trying to do. And from there, you can go back in and amend anything as required. All right, next one is Taplio. Now, Taplio I haven't played with yet, but this is on my to-do list to play with in the next week or so. I only read about this one yesterday. Now, for those of us who are playing with LinkedIn, Wendy, I'm looking at you. This is maybe one that you want to check out for yourself and also for your clients. Now, the only thing I did check out is that it is okay with the terms of service of LinkedIn. So you're going to be okay to have a play around with this, and it is free to log in and have a look at. Now, what this one does is it has a bunch of, so I think it was over 3 million when I looked at it, viral posts, and it's constantly adding those to its treasure trove, where it's looking at what makes a post go viral and helping you to explore and learn from those viral posts. It tells you what is trending with LinkedIn in terms of latest news, trending topics, gives you ideas for fresh content, gives you creative prompts, allows you to pre-schedule a stack of content. Now, obviously, LinkedIn has recently, last few months, launched their scheduler, but Taplio allows you to do a lot more pre-scheduling and pre-thinking. Also has a bunch more analytics to allow you to figure out what's working, what's not working, etc. So Taplio for me is my pick this month. But really, that's a very specific tool for those of us who really know, like, and spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. Okay, next one is Andi. Now, Andi is a search engine that provides direct answers. So usually with search engines, as you would know, you just kind of get a link back or something, but this is a conversational interface. So you can type a query, get an answer, and then have a conversation with it, similar to kind of ChatGPT. It uses the ChatGPT interface to have that conversational discussion in the background or interface in the background. But what it does is it gives you a short summary of the pages that you are finding online, allows you to explore and have topics explained simply. So if you're doing any kind of research on a particular topic or, anything like that you're looking at for your business, then Andi is an interesting one that will go beyond you just kind of exploring, what might already be in your head. It will go beyond that and give you a bunch of additional resources and answers to start checking out as well. Okay, the next one is Magic Form. Now, Magic Form is a chatbot, but it boasts, and I've not played with this, so I'll be interested if someone wants to pick this one up and feed me back their thinking. So Magic Form's big kind of tagline on their thing was boost sales conversions by 20% in 3 minutes. So it does use ChatGPT to answer questions, integrates with your CRM, and leverages your company knowledge for accurate responses. So essentially what it will do, similar to Meet Cody and a couple of the others that we've spoken about over the months, is that you can set up Magic Form on your website and it will draw information to contextualize responses for clients when they're asking questions via your website. So it takes less than 30 minutes to set up. And what I like about Magic Form is, compared to some of the others, is it will give you responses 24/7, obviously, because it's a chatbot, but in over 30 languages. So if you have clients checking out your site from around the world, not only will it respond to them in English, but you can also set up multilingual responses as well. So that's Magic Form. Okay, last one for the month is Vimcal. Vimcal is another one that I had a quick look at this week. Kind of looks really, really interesting. There's a few of these calendar ones out and about now, but this one's really designed to kind of go that step beyond a scheduling platform or a task-orientated calendar. So Vimcal is something that will pull your availability together, allows you to use natural language and hotkeys to quickly add tasks and appointments. One of the things that was really nice about this one is it has an inbuilt world time zone. So if you're meeting with a client that's in, Singapore or Belgium or Germany or wherever, you can simply type, conversation with Wendy, Chicago, and it will automatically convert that time zone for Wendy and for myself, so I know that that's exactly right. You can coordinate your Vimcal across personal and business calendars. So instead of you flicking between multiple calendars, it will do that for you and collate everything into one location. It's got a do not disturb mode, so it will just switch everything off so you can't be annoyed or bothered while you're doing whatever it is that you need to do. A bunch of other stuff. So this one also won, which I thought was interesting, the Apple app for productivity for 2023. So obviously get some really good raps from some of the other providers as well. So that's Vimcal, works in with all your major calendars, Google, Microsoft, etc. as well. Okay, let me just switch off the screen. We've got about 10 minutes to go before I run through those things again live on the screen. Let me just stop sharing. I'll just check in to see how everyone's going and if we've got any questions. Pete, if you're there, do you want to read out any questions that we may have while I get ready to flick across to the real screen?
So Jane asked about Neural. Does it cite references?
Pete's quiet today. That's okay. Pete's usually quiet, isn't he? Let me just get the rest of these up and loaded, and we will flick back across. So let's start with... So I think there was a question there. Does Neural from Jane there, does Neural newsletter cite the references or sources it pulls the info from? It does, Jane. It does give you that information because it's just curating the information on your behalf. So it will pull that information together for you. And what else do we have there? Okay. So Pete's just saying to me, he's having issues getting the thing to talk. So let me just make sure that he can unmute. So I'm just asking that to happen.
Is that better?
Co-host. There we go. That should solve that problem. All right, let me flick across. Peter, you should be live now.
No, I'm not.
No, maybe not. All right. Love it when technology works, folks. Isn't that always the way? All right. Let's go. So here is Fliki. So Fliki was the first one we talked about, that video creation that will take your blog or your URL and transform it into videos for you. This is the thing I liked about this, apart from having that stock library and things that will add the images or videos or whatever it needs to buff out and make your video look and sound even better. 1900 voices, 75 different languages, but this is the one that you can also clone your own voice. So a bunch of different ones that you can then jump on and have a bit of a look and see how they've created and what they've done. But if creating video off text content is something that you're interested in, then Fliki is probably one for you to have a look at this month. Next one is Bizway. Now, this is the one that I said I think could be used for ongoing market research, product development, service development, etc. But it is pitched as a new business planning tool. So a bit of a video there that you can go through and have a bit of a watch. But what it does is it goes through beyond Google, pulls all that information together for you, starts to put it into a business plan so you can see what it is that you are looking at, and then also gives you those tasks and starts to automate tasks and offer insights and ways to build out those tasks, and it will help you work with that as well. So that's Bizway. And again, as most of the ones that we talk about, there is a freemium model with that one. TLDV is the one that does the meeting notes, similar to kind of Fireflies that we've talked about before. One of the things I like about this one is it will not just transcribe but summarize, but also then will automatically create links to be able to share that conversation, that meeting very, very quickly with any of the participants that were on there. We'll also create bite-sized voice pops, if you like, of the meeting, so you can just highlight different pieces of information and send that across to different people. Create workflows for the meeting, so it'll take the actions items out of the meeting for you and put that into some kind of task form, automate that workflow for you as well. KLAP is the one that you can test by using a 30-minute video. Takes about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes. The longer the video, the longer the rendering takes, but we'll create a longer form video and turn it into Reels, Shorts, YouTube Shorts, TikToks, all that kind of thing. And you can see a bunch of examples there you can go and have a look at here. So it will clip the topics, auto reframe on the face, generate captions, and does everything in your branding and your styling as well. So that is KLAP. Neural News is the one that has Jane interested in. So this is the one that will go forth and pull together a bunch of curated content for you and then template it out ready for you to start collating your own newsletter. So you can see here it's saying, create a newsletter in under 2 minutes. So you create your news feed, choose the style that you want. It will go forth, find the articles, you select the articles that you're interested in, generate the newsletter, you edit based on what it is that you want to add, change, add your own thinking around it, whatever it is, then that is Neural Newsletters. All right, let me go to the next one is Journey. This is the storyboarding. So this is the one that will create everything in blocks, and then you just move things about as you want. So automatically creates everything for you, whether it's a text block, image block, video block, chat bot, whatever that is, and then you move things around. Will auto focus, auto change things around to make sure that it looks perfect on a mobile as well as a desktop. So it will allow you to create those things very, very easily. And you can see at the moment the available blocks. So you've got text, images, files, links, Google Docs, content, table of contents, logos, chatbots, videos, etc. And they're building in forms, voice notes, etc. as well. So a bunch of other stuff on the roadmap to keep it going. Taplio is my pick of the month. This is the one for LinkedIn users. Now, the idea with this is that it will go forth and find content that is trending, give you better ideas of what to post and what to talk about. Has an inbuilt viral post library, which is constantly updated of 4 million plus viral posts. So you can see, why did that work? You know, it'll pull it apart for you and kind of tell you what was it about that post that garnered interest. Does a bunch more stuff too, which I haven't played with, so I don't really want to talk a whole lot about until I've had the opportunity to get in and play with the platform properly. But one of the things that really intrigues me is it's saying here that it'll help you turn likes and comments into relationships. So you can connect it into your LinkedIn or into your paid LinkedIn, and it will pull the information, Sales Navigator will pull the information across for you and allow you to start develop those relationships a little bit more. Gives you more detailed analytics compared to what LinkedIn itself does. Has a bunch of extensions, etc., etc. So Taplio is the one for me this month that I will be playing with more frequently. So Andi is the search engine using ChatGPT, so allows you to search and then have a conversation about the search, and it will contextualize it for you, summarize, give you other avenues that you might then want to go off and research. So from any kind of research point of view, it's an interesting one to look at. And then we've got Magic Form, which is, this is the one that was saying, you know, improve your sales by 20% in under 3 minutes. So a bit of a chatbot, but will convert languages. We'll do a bunch of other stuff for you as well. And last but not least is Vimcal, and this is the productivity calendar app, which has got my interest. We'll do everything from share availability, pre-schedule content for you. What else did it do? The time zones was a really interesting one for me. So just being able to say that, you know, I'm meeting with Wendy in Chicago, and it will automate that for everyone. Has that one view from personal to business, allow you to pull information and get a better contextualized conversation going with people. So it will actually pull in social media handles and give you better insights into the people or the business that you're about to have a conversation with. So that is Vimcal as well. And as I said, one of the Apple best app things for 2023. So one worth having a look at there. Look at that. Pull it in with a minute to go. Let's just have a bit of a look on the chat now and see. Let me know what's your app for the month that you're going to play with. Pete's just popped the top 10 in there again. So Debbie's saying, what's the best one to transcribe a video with and put it into a book form? You mean like an ebook, Debbie? You could definitely have a look at the one that we talked about there this month. That would, if you've got a URL or a document link, that would do that for you there, and you can clone your voice as well. And then you would just need to put it into some kind of ebook form or whatever you want to do there. Great selection of apps as always. Real gems that'll look the best to you. Got a client chat at noon. Be well. Thanks, Jeff. Jump onto another call. Is there a date? So yes, the date. Need to give Fliki. What do you need to give Fliki to work with? Let's go back and have a look at Fliki there quickly. So all you need to do for that one is just write the content, and you know, it will turn it into, so you can either upload a blog. So this is the one for Debbie as well. You can either upload a blog, a URL, or you can pre-write voice to text as well, and it will change it around for you. Excellent. So Jane's going to have a look at Andi. Amy, g'day, Amy, how you doing? Vimcal and Bizway. So you're going to go and check those ones out. Fantastic. How does Andi compare to ChatGPT? So it utilizes ChatGPT as its natural language processor. But what it will do is it will go forth and source and find resources for you, and then you can have a conversation with it from a searching point of view, Jane. So slightly different, but utilizes some of the same technology. Pauline's having a look at Andi now, can see lots of uses for it. Mark's always an overachiever. He's going to go and have a crack at like 8 of them. So he's off to Fliki, KLAP, Neural Newsletters, Journey, Taplio, Andi, and Magic Form. Fantastic. So it sounds like, and Corin's just saying KLAP is an interesting one for me. Hey, folks, let me know. Post on my Facebook, send me an email, drop a smoke signal. I'd love to know once you've actually played with these, how you go with them, what you think of them. Are they saving you time? Bronwyn, you came in at the last minute, didn't you? So Peach is popping the top 10 list in there for you again. So grab that out of the chat before we wind up. Please share this link with your colleagues. I'd love to keep building the list and make sure that we get as many people on this call. As I said, 30 minutes, last Thursday of every month. So I think, Pete, the next one, I think we said is the 28th, 29th of September. So I will see you then, but please do keep in contact. If you find a cool app, if you want to know how it's working, drop me a note. I really want to know how you're going with it all. I'm back off to go and do some filming, and I will see you around social media, or I'll see you next month for the next top 10 AI tools. Thanks so much. Have a great month. See you on the 28th. Bye.